Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Alright, let me get this loaded up. There. I still need to send out your goddamn camera.
My what?
Your face cam.
Oh, you're good. You should. Oh, you don't need the cam, I guess, for that. Never
No,
mind.
I'm just saying I keep forgetting to send it to you. Like that's on me. Like I should have done it by now. It's fucking Veterans Day. I'm a dick at this point.
Well, I already did had my Super Bowl today, so
Wait, what was your Super Bowl today?
the Disney season pass, $500 for veterans.
Well, I am not gonna say anything on the Disney front because do you know what tomorrow is?
No, what's tomorrow?
Let me pull up my Outlook calendar and I can show you. See if that comes across.
Oh, oh, I should probably. Dude, I'm so out of the loop
Yeah.
on Disney. So I haven't listened to my podcast lately, so this was a surprise to me. And like, I went to go listen to one of my guys, and dude, he's like, yeah, this thing we announced like 3 weeks ago. And I was like, what? I was like, I didn't know this was coming. So after my last Disney trip, I've just been like really chilling because I was gonna go to Disneyland next year instead of Disney World. But when Disney World dropped $500 for a season pass, I was like, all right, well, we're already going in whatchamacallit, June with my grandma. She's buying that ticket, right? Like she already said, I'm gonna buy your military tickets because I save her so much money. So I texted her this morning and said, hey, instead of buying that, can you buy me this ticket like right now?
Yeah.
And she went, yeah. So I put in for them, and I'm just waiting for the phone call, and then I'm gonna get uh my tickets for the June trip now. But me and Sam are gonna go in February on just a little couple. We were gonna go to Epic Universe, but no sir.
For
I
those,
thought, how bad could it? My bad. What?
no, I was just gonna say that there were people saying that they couldn't see the screen. Tomorrow's the Disney Q4 earnings call, which in the
Mm-hmm.
finance world is a very big day. Uh, and I know there was news earlier today, which I don't know if you probably wouldn't have seen this. You probably don't pay attention to this shit. But Deadline reported that our CFO Hugh was extended through 2029.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that's all I can say on that. Like, otherwise, just wait. We wait for tomorrow and the earnings call, which should be fun.
I'll listen to some stuff tomorrow.
I'm gonna listen to it from home and then
Okay.
go into the office a little bit later tomorrow morning, which means I'm not gonna get my egg and cheese croissant, which kills me. Dude, they make this massive egg and cheese croissant in the office. It's like $2.50. It's so good.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
That's nice.
subsidized cafeteria, kind of nice.
Yep.
I ain't gonna cap. It's a pretty nice perk and benefit. How you been though?
Oh, really good. I mean, with that, I was pumped, so I really can't complain.
Did family do anything for you for Veterans Day?
No, I worked. I'll leave it at that. I'm a recruiter, so.
My
But
my
we went to Chili's,
that's nice.
and I got my free meal from Chili's.
My brother-in-law had a really cool post. I don't know if I ever told you this, but he lost his best friend when they were down in Georgia. I forget what it's called. It's not a tank or a Humvee. I forget what it is. But one of their things flipped when they were doing a nighttime drill. Uh,
Oh,
and one of his friends passed away. Uh,
wow.
so every time Veterans Day comes around, I know we always post them, and it's always a little sad. And also, did you read that?
Mm.
Did you read the article that was in Politics chat earlier?
No. Which one?
Really sad story about a guy that was working at, or that is part of the U.S. Embassy in some capacity over in Benghazi, and he was raiding or something. It was either WoW or like some other game that he was a part of. Uh, he was part of like a guild and a group, and he put in the in his chat with the boys saying, "If I make it to tomorrow, which I don't know if I'm going to, uh, we'll be back in raid or something like that." And the embassy or the place where he was at uh, got attacked and he died. But his
Yeah.
boys were the ones when he didn't respond by a certain point that started like notifying people around, and they got
Mm.
word that he was KIA, and really sad moment. They have like a GoFundMe and a bunch of our shit for his family. He has like
Oh.
2 kids and shit like that.
Hmm.
But I guess they've been gaming together for like 10, 15 years. And it was really sad to hear like his final message to his boys.
Yeah.
Crushed me. Like that
That
story
is tough.
legitimately crushed me. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to the politics chat of our Discord, the story's posted in there.
Hmm.
But anyways, not to make it
Yeah.
depressing and shit. Not trying to go, but
Yeah, I was gonna say I have every Veterans Day. I pour one out for my buddy who killed himself before our mob. So
damn.
yeah, it's not
I'm
Veterans Day
sorry.
is it's never a happy day. I
No,
feel like
it's
for
not.
vets.
No.
But the part that is fun is it's a Veterans Halloween. I do like that, or Veteran Trick or Treat,
Really?
because you just well, that's what me and my brother-in-law call it because we just go to fast food places and take all the free meals and then chuck them in the fridge. Like, so we call it Veteran Trick or Treating. But
Jesus
I couldn't
Christ.
do it this year because I had to work for my the town I'm recruiting in was having a Veterans Day parade, and I was there doing grading and all that for the floats,
You know, I've always
which
been.
was a good time, and I met a lot of
That's good.
people, so that was good.
I've always been surprised that we don't get more pushback on this podcast with you being military.
Why?
With how people see USAA and the Air Force and Army sponsoring an esports, and people always have
Oh,
like this massive amount of pushback, and then it's just me and an Army dude talking about shit. And it's like I'm
yeah,
I'm surprised that we've never
I don't
received
know.
like pushback. I'm not trying to invite it on us. I'm just saying
Yeah,
connecting that I've been in a very analytical mood today. So thinking through why things happen or don't happen has been very interesting.
yeah. I guess it's because we don't talk about it too much. I mean,
True.
outside of, like mindset stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but
It's a
I
very
don't know what
military
people.
mindset podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Very much
I
is.
mean, yeah, because I can't mention my job too much, like in a actual talking about it capacity, or I'm not going to.
I mean, that's the nice
And
thing. Both of
then,
us have jobs that we can't talk about. So we just get
yeah,
to shoot the shit about anything else but that.
yeah. I mean, it's a yeah, veteran. Really, the biggest Veteran Day announcement or Veterans Day announcement that got me was the Disney one that I can't talk about too much on here. But that was the one that when I saw it, I went, "Oh, let's go!" And I was pumped.
Oh
I told
man.
Sam I was like more than anything, my service is because I get cheaper Disney tickets. That's really why I do it.
I mean, I can get you free Disney tickets, but you
True.
know. I just gave out, so I don't know if people know this, but once you hit a certain level at Disney, you get 2 free tickets every 6 months, give or take. We we gave away. I'm sitting on 6 at the moment, and I gave away 4 of
Nice.
them to 2 of Emily's coworkers, and they're like park hopper ones as well. Uh,
Nice.
and Emily texted me yesterday. She's like, "Hey, they ended up sending us like $200 for it." I was like, "They didn't need to send us anything." And she was like,
Yeah.
she felt bad. She's like, "Do you understand the dollar value of what you sent?" I was like, "No, they're free." And I was like, I get your point, but like, I don't know. I'm not like I'm
Yeah.
not. You're not supposed to be giving those away for money or selling them in any capacity. So
Yep.
to be fair,
No, and
we
yeah,
can give them away. You can't sell them.
they're clutch. I mean, those Disney tickets, I mean, they're so nice when
But
you can get the good ones. I mean, the military ones go hard too.
now they do.
But yeah,
But all
probably
right.
not as hard as Isles Lions.
Oh, gee. Wait, is that confirmed?
No. No.
Okay. Let's start with Worlds though. I want to like because from when we
Okay.
talked last week, we hadn't heard the announcement for Worlds next year. We hadn't heard,
Hmm.
or we hadn't actually like seen Worlds finals. Like, what's your takeaway from this Worlds, from the final itself, from T1 winning, like, what's your overall thoughts? Because I've streamed enough and kind of given my opinions. I wanted to know yours.
I thought this Worlds it did feel quick without plans. I know everybody's harped on that, but it does. We need to bring it back. I know plans is like not watched too much, and it's not really good League of Legends, and it's kind of just like a formality more than anything. But I kind of miss it. Like it was actually fun, and I think it was good. Uh, I thought T1 winning was like kind of just them cementing like this is the only time of year they're playing for. Like this is what they want to win the most. And this is when they win. They're super clutch. I loved the videos of like Doran like apologizing and Faker saying, "You're good, bro," and then telling the whole team, "Chill." But that is like why he's so good.
Yep. That's
I
why his
mean,
contract's through 2029. You got at
yeah,
least 4 more years of Faker. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you got 4 more years of Faker. Minimum.
yeah, because I know it's not a huge deal. Him sitting there and going, "Oh, everyone calm down, let's recenter." But that is kind of a massive thing. Like it seems small on on the outside, but him being able to constantly remind everybody to chill out and you knowing in the back of your mind that you're playing with Faker, so you're actually fine. Like it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you could int and there's a good chance Faker's going to do the most insane thing. It helps too that the other three are just insane at the game
Yeah.
and like top of their roles this time of year, every time of year. I mean, Carry Aguma and Owner could have tough rest of the years, even Faker, but for some reason at Worlds in October, November, they become the best four players in the world for the
Yep.
past like 3 years now.
Do you think the roster stays together? Because Guma
I don't really
and
know
Doran are
if they
free
can keep the
agents.
money. I think Dorn will stay. I think he liked that feeling a lot. It looked like he enjoyed it. Guma, I'm pretty sure he'll stay. I think he likes winning still.
I'm curious to know if they keep Doran. I think Guma they'll want to keep, obviously. With the rumors of Smash possibly going to LPL, like it seems like it's pretty cut and dry that like Guma should and deservedly so gets his spot on T1 until he decides that he doesn't want it. But
Yeah.
for Doran, like I know a lot of people were not happy with how some people talked about finals, but the reality was that Doran was chucking it a little bit at points. And I think like if you're
Yeah.
looking at that roster and you're going into next year saying like, there's an upgrade on the board, which I'm not saying there is. I think he looked pretty good for the most part all year. Like I think you stop and consider it at a minimum. Because I'll give
I
my
think the only guy who you could really replace him with is Zeus or
I think I
Keen.
think that bridge is burnt.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I just think they're stuck with him almost.
Yeah.
Because Keen is probably never going to leave Gen G for T1.
Yeah.
And Zeus is, I mean, yeah, I don't think they'd
I
ever
mean,
bring him
dude,
back. And I will
how
give Doran, he did carry game one hard on the
did
Mbessa.
did I'll give him that.
Like,
I think there were a
you
lot
know,
of
just keep there.
I don't know. We'll see. We will see how it
Yeah,
goes.
I get what you mean. He threw some other spots pretty bad
Because
or made the games harder.
my thought on this is, and I'll be the first to say it, I don't think T1 wins Worlds next year.
Mm.
I think like
Mm.
there has to come a time whenever other teams step up and finally challenge T1 and like actually use the wake up call that they're getting to say that, we need to better train for the rest of the year, or we need to better train and like make sure we are peaking at the right time. And I think the combination of what Joe Marsh said last year, it coming to fruition again this year, I think every team is going to be looking at this being like, okay, yep, fuck it. We're changing our entire process and we're going to make sure that shit happens. Am I going to bet my hair on it? No, not at all, because there's a chance that my hair doesn't grow back. So I'm not doing that.
I was gonna say I don't know how committed you want to be to that bit because
No,
I
I'm not a
I mean that'd
fucking
be
idiot.
tough. T1 is I think people could try to emulate their process, but I think they're just masters of this craft right now.
Sure, but
I know winning 4 in a row is incredibly hard though.
my thing is that I think the motive, like, even though we can sit here and say they're motivated,
Mhm.
there's gonna like in the same way the motivation can kind of decline for teams that have been at the top for so long, it can really, really, really ramp up for the teams that have dropped the ball when it matters most now.
Mhm.
Like, I think everybody else hopefully will have learned a valuable lesson, because you don't want to see. I don't know. I don't mind T1 winning a fourth. Like, I think it's just miraculous if they somehow do. And by the way, don't forget, Worlds in North America is just an absolute slugfest every single time that it's here. Like,
Yeah.
when China and Korea are on completely foreign soil, it's peak every time. Every time. When nobody
Yeah.
has a home field advantage and nobody's playing like that for whatever reason, it works incredibly well. So we'll see.
It'll definitely be interesting because that is a yeah, the time zone shift seems to affect everybody a lot. And they just get way more aggro. And maybe it's our solo queue too. It's just like
Our
I
solo
know,
queue defaults into madness.
yeah, it just makes people like go, okay, I guess this is just all these people do is they just run at each other like psychos.
Yeah.
I know they end up just playing each other anyways in solo queue or something like that, but
Also, China,
it's
like,
probably insane.
I think AL was closer to beating T1 than KT was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
And
Well, yeah,
and the fact that
it's close though.
but the fact that only one LPL team, like the one that showed up, took them that far, even in a year that otherwise like was really down for China. I mean, as long as this auction system doesn't fuck them up too bad, maybe they come back with a vengeance. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Mm, we'll see. I don't know. LPL looks like it's literally dying to a phone game,
Yeah.
so
People
like
got
it's
mad at me for
actually
that TikTok,
crazy.
by the way.
What?
I just made a TikTok saying what we were saying here, and they're like, "Oh, you're putting out an ad for Honor of Kings?" I was like, "I'm talking about how competition's good and can push us further." And you are sitting here thinking I'm over here sucking the dick of Honor of Kings. What are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, what are we supposed to do? That's crazy. That crowd was insane. Wasn't it like 65,000 people?
Yeah, like
How
62
are
or
you not
63.
supposed to be like, hey, that's actually kind of a big crowd that could be hurting League of Legends? Like,
Now, the one thing I
especially the
do,
fact it's same publisher,
yep,
complete copy paste of the game. What were you
the
about to say though?
the thing I was shocked by was Travis came out and said, this is the first time I've ever sat here and been like, yeah, a world's or a opening ceremony was better in a different game than Rise. I watched it. I didn't think the opening ceremony. I mean, granted, I'm not as ingrained in
Mm,
the culture, so like maybe I'm just missing some of the shit. It was cool. It didn't emotionally resonate with me in the same way that this
yeah.
did. Like, it didn't have that same feeling. But when Travis is out here saying that, yeah, somebody's like actually done something better than Riot, I'm just sitting there like, fuck yes, finally.
Yeah.
It took China in a mobile game, but we got a competitor to League of Legends. Finally. Let's go. It took long enough. God damn. Let's ride this
I
shit to
mean,
the
it's
moon. Voice chat's coming, premiere's coming, you name it. Let it all out. It's time for Riot to finally flex that muscle that they've been hiding for a little bit.
I like that Tencent 2 just went. They were like, okay, we're gonna just ban young kids from playing League of Legends, and they went on the computer or everything, and they went, oh, the computer, and they went, okay. And then they just went to the phone and made League of Legends 2, chucked it out there, and went, here you go. I mean, this should work. And it's just doing as good. Like, that's crazy. I mean, 65K people in an arena to watch a game. That's not a small
That's
feat.
nuts. That's
I don't
nuts.
care what your game is.
It was cool. Oh man, I'm so happy that we got a competitor though. It makes me interested to see what the off season or like what our season next year is going to be like because there's rumors that Otacon is going to be gone.
Well, he's dead.
I mean, like in the game as well. Like I know he's dead
Yeah,
in the
because they
lore.
replaced Xin Zhao as a support champion with a different support. He looks a little harder to play support, but
Yeah.
I'll make it work. I can still terrorize people with Zahid, whatever his name is. Support.
Zahen. Is it Zahen or Zaheen?
Yeah,
I think it's Zahen.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
he'll
look
be
forward to it.
easier to play support. Okay.
Oh, I cannot wait. This is going to be so much fun whenever you're doing that, and I'm just going to be chucking Ziggs bombs over the top. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Low budget LCS they have no clue what's coming for them
No
next split.
clue.
None at all. And I don't want to hear any of this shit of like, oh, I can't. If the team wants it, bullshit. You are going to master that champ, and we're going to fuck kids up in the bot lane. That is what we are going to do.
Yeah,
But,
that's gonna be beautiful. I
Any,
cannot wait.
anything else from Worlds though that you can think of? Because I just want to make sure we put a
Um,
bow and like if there's anything that we haven't talked about on Worlds, I want to make sure it's addressed.
I know we. What?
The one thing I was gonna say real quick, do you think you're gonna be able to make it out for finals?
Yes, it's looking like almost 100%er.
I just gotta make sure I can
Really
get you in
just
as my
depends
camera
on if
guy.
anything army happens. That's all
Yeah.
that could break it at this point. But wife's on with it, and we can talk later. But she's actually interested in coming, which is kind
Oh,
of neat. So
good. That can
that'd be
keep
fun.
Emily distracted while I'm gonna be
Yeah, she
busy.
wants to go to Broadway. So
Because I told Emily already, is like odds
mhm.
are I'm gonna be taking off the week of or like the entire week leading up to Worlds because if what I'm hearing, rumors of like different brands like trying to do activations here in New York the week leading up, because obviously they have like the fan fest and shit like that going on, but typically there's also other big things happening around it as well. Like
Yep.
I want to be able to be involved with all that. So
Yeah.
I'm planning on that week being hectic and then also trying to get out to Texas at some point for Swiss stage
Okay.
if possible. We'll see.
Yeah, my only goal is to see Lady Liberty
I mean, you can
and
see it from
then
my
call it
rooftop.
a trip. Oh, perfect. Then I can knock that off really fast.
You
Once I
could
see that, well, no, I want to also go to I'll hit all the little, like the big tourist spots, because I also want to hit the World Trade Center,
yeah.
like memorial thing.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that
I
and
mean
Lady
that literally
Liberty,
when you commute from our area to the city, you commute into World Trade Center. You will get off the train
perfect.
at World Trade, walk up the what they call the
Oh,
whatever the mall is. I'm forgetting the name of it. Has like
Mason's gonna
the
be
wing
there,
structure.
Khan's gonna be there, Healy's gonna be there.
Yep.
We may have the whole squad.
Oh no, like I'm planning on
Blue will be
doing
there.
a Discord meetup at some point
Yeah,
of like
that'll be sick.
everybody just like these are all the folks that like started all this shit. We're
All
gonna
right.
meet together. Probably World Trade Center, maybe. Depends on whether they do like Barclays or MSG. But we are all going to meet up somewhere and get a picture together. We have to.
All right, we have 1 year to get in good shape, so
I mean, I'm in good
that's
shape.
about it. I know you are.
I've
I'm
been
gonna have to
working out.
catch up.
Your boy's like, I'm not trying to brag at all, and I haven't even worked out today, but your boy's got like the pack going, so
That go.
I'm
That's
ready.
tough. I'm gonna have to really get going. Gosh, I got too comfy trying to lift big weights and I wanted to look cool. And then I realized I've added quite a bit of padding to the mix.
I ran a 5K 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm
Just
sure it was so easy.
well, I wanted to make sure I could because I was like, I talk a big game on TikTok. I was like, you know what, I could do the marathon next year if I randomly got one of the entries to do it. I was like, I better be able to make sure I can run a 5K. So I set the treadmill to 7 minutes, and I ran a 5K in 21 minutes. Just straight 7 minute pace, held it the entire time. I was like, fuck yeah, this is easy. I'm good. I'll be fine. You're telling me I can't do a marathon holding a
Yep.
10 or 11, an 11-minute pace? Nah, I'll be fine.
Yep. Yeah, there was a video I saw today of like creators getting run down by this guy, and all it was them running as fast as they could, and then this Red Bull athlete
Yeah,
chases them all down. I was like, dude, you need to be signing up for that. You would kill that.
I would love it.
Like you could probably just run for 2 months and you would crush it
The thing is, I'm not a
because you're a
fast runner.
beast. Oh, okay.
Okay, let me be because I looked up the times to see where it's at. 7 minutes puts me at what they call like intermediate advance. It's like right in between the section of like, hey, this person runs all the time, and this person is just genuinely a decent runner. And it's not like I run consistently. I literally just spare the moment, say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and do it. So if I actually train for it, I'm sure I could actually be decent. I mean, it helps I'm 6'4" and like 3/4 of my body is legs. So like my stride, two of my strides are one of everybody else's. So I know I'm in a unique position to be able to do it. But
Yeah, you have that Usain Bolt stride.
yep,
Those
I
beasts.
got that frog build. That's what I always called it in swimming. Long ass
Yeah.
legs, nothing else.
Paul's yeah, Paul's got the 12 pack. 12 pack of Mountain Dews. That's about it. That's about what I got, but
That'd be a hell of a sponsor. It
it
would
could
be.
be. It could be.
Oh man.
Yeah, that I thought my last big like worlds thing was I found it interesting that they really are sticking with not to over talk about the different formats, but that Greeley was pretty much like single elim is what we're doing for worlds,
Yeah.
double for MSI. Like he's pretty much like this is what you're all getting. And this is what we're doing. I found that interesting. That's how they want to keep the two.
I'm happy about it. I know a lot of people ain't gonna be, but I'm
I
happy
know, I
about
know
I'm
we
so
are.
happy
Yeah.
about it. When he said that, I was like, oh man, this interview didn't get a lot of traction, and luckily, like the part that did is like the World Cup
Oh,
stuff. But like people not being able to tell that he's like explicitly telling you that no, we're gonna stick with single elimination. I was like, man, that flew under the radar and went perfectly. It's
yeah, it
just so
did.
good. And also, like the people that were arguing for single elim, can we get our argument straight here, please? If I see one more person come out and try and argue for single elim and say, well, it's not like you want KT in the finals in this situation, it would be less hype otherwise. It's like you should be making the argument that they're genuinely a good team and would make it there no matter what. But yeah, I don't need to see them win a double elimination thing to be able to tell you that they're good. Like that's
Yeah.
the argument people should be making because for the longest time in this world, everybody's like, oh, KT are frauds. KT are frauds. KT are frauds. They go up 2-1 in finals. Holy shit, they're not actually frauds. It literally took us until game 3 of World's Finals for people to be like, you know what? Maybe they're not frauds. Maybe that's an us thing
Yeah.
as a community at that point. That we can just sit here and be like, maybe you should adjust expectations a little bit earlier. Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
I think it's also hard because it sucks when you build a belief of what teams are for the whole year and things kind of happen in a certain way. And then it turns out the third and fourth seed from that division are the two best teams. But just because they turned it on at the right time,
Yeah.
it like really throws people for a loop. And you're more used to it not in the league space, I guess. In the league, usually, well, no, T1's been doing this for a while
I
now.
was gonna say
Not
they can
winning
have.
LCK and doing this, but if you watch like I know regular sports people don't like hearing it, but if you watch regular sports, you're way more used to it
Yeah.
because you're used to that idea. I mean, in basketball, it's not as typical, I guess, because in both formats, really, it's kind of crazy. Even in college basketball, everyone talks about how it's like you gotta luck your way through almost, and you have to win 6 games in a row, and it's single elim. But more often than not, a number one seed is winning
Yeah.
or in the finals.
I mean, this is another
So
year where the odds-on favorite didn't win. And I'm sorry,
yeah,
but double Elim's not saving Genji in this case. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, everybody's like, oh, double Elim, they probably win this. Bullshit. They're going to have the same mental hurdles. Like, it's entirely mental with this team at
they
Worlds.
just fall apart
They
during
do.
these games. I don't know why, but they do.
Every time. And it never fails.
Yeah,
MTG said it's not that they're frauds, they just significantly overperformed. But that's the point, is that, like, look at golf, look at football. You
yeah,
go into these tournaments where it's like, okay, we have projected odds on favorites for a reason. Yeah. And then sometimes people just overperform on the week, or in this case, in the tournament. And that's fine. And you
yeah,
got to be able to adjust expectations to that. Now, is there this moment of like, hey, could they fall off? Yeah, absolutely. There is. Like, nobody's denying that. But the only conversation that I saw for the most part, and to be fair, I play a part in that because I talked about like strength of schedule, how KT did have a relatively weak strength of schedule in knockout stage. But then when they go into facing Gen G, like that's the moment where it needs to flip immediately, and people don't. So it's just like I, it is what it is. I get it. Like it's just the league scene being the league scene and being less I don't know, malleable to the moment, I guess would be the right way of saying it. But I don't know. I love the storylines of this Worlds. I thought they were fun. Other than, North America, we just ignored that part, that pit of doom and despair.
yeah. I don't know which thing Khan's talking about
What
when
for?
he said first seeds rarely win. If he's talking about league or
No, he's talking about
March
or I'm
Madness.
assuming he's talking about league.
Okay,
Because
because I
when
was
was the
about to
last
be
time?
like,
When was the last
no
time a
way.
LPL or LCK one seed won?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, right?
Because when EDG won, were they the favorites going into it? I don't think they were. Wasn't it top that year or some shit? It was probably Damwon. Was it Damwon back in 2020? That'd probably be the last time that a one seed won, I think. And even then, they weren't
Yeah, I don't
tournament
know.
favorites because I think top went into it favored for some reason. Uh,
Yeah, college ball is this weird thing where like I think it's something like 65 or 60%, and 60 to 70% of the time a one seed wins in college basketball, but there's also four of them. I guess there are four in league too. But it's just a weird sport. And that's why I think college basketball like fits with league well because they're both weird.
yeah,
There's like a ton of teams that get consolidated, but unfortunately league plays more like college football than honestly college basketball. Because college basketball has a massive tourney, which honestly league could do if they wanted to.
true.
If they wanted Worlds to be like 32 teams with a massive play-in tourney, they could totally do it.
Yeah. John brings up a good point that even like the Gen G series, there was a lot of focus on Gen G being bad at knockouts over KT being good. That's a fair point to say because I harped on that. I mean, I was saying from the beginning, they're like, if they're not going to, Gen G's not winning Worlds, and they're going to lose at this particular point. So I get that point that it does downplay it slightly in that case. I will admit to that.
Mhm.
I just find the Gen G choking narrative to be fucking hilarious. So I'm going to push that one pretty hard, especially in a world where people
Yeah.
look at you like you're crazy. And then it just keeps happening again and again and again and again. But doesn't mean that the other team doesn't step up on the day. But
Yeah. And I get what like MTG Paradise is saying because it is interesting. Like one seeds will win their home region a lot and then go to Worlds and just not for whatever reason.
yeah,
So it is a strange thing about Worlds is just a beast.
it is. It's a marathon, not a
And
sprint.
I mean Tyler wrote a long thing about it, but
Yeah.
to summarize really, yeah, it's hard to power rank Worlds because you can't really take boot camp data or scrim data as anything serious, but at the same time, going off like regional data is also kind of outdated for the tournament. So it's almost impossible to like seed it in any way other than just being like, we know Korea's the best, China's second,
Yep.
and then anything between LCP, LEC, and LTA, which varies wildly by year, is third.
Yep. And the thing I would add to that is I think this is the first year that we've seen in a while where even though the West wasn't good, it's not like we had a great showing at this Worlds, the impact of the West was pretty significant. Like,
Mm.
had it not been for G2 slapping the shit out of T1 and KT and scrims, you can argue whether, they were taking it seriously, whatever it might be, whatever. Had it not been for them beating the shit out of them with Anivia and Mundo, like, would we have seen those rise to the level that they did at this tournament? Probably at some point, but maybe not as quick. Maybe not as, maybe they wouldn't have become as prevalent as they would have with G2 really leading the way on that front.
Yeah.
I just want to give props to G2 though.
Yeah,
Like, even though they
that's a
failed
fair
on,
point.
they didn't get, where they wanted to on stage. Like, their scrim record was good. And people are going to sit here and be like, oh, well, scrims don't matter. When you got Joe Marsh telling you that you can't win Worlds unless you're winning like 70% of your scrims, that should be a sign. Just saying. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of getting it to click on stage. But
Yeah, which isn't easy.
nope. LCS though. We got headlines.
We do.
You guys are still looking for a mid laner. Still have no clue. Do you think you win
Yeah.
the Palafox or the APA sweepstakes, or do you think C9 wins it? Where's your heart telling you at this
Looks
point?
pretty certain that C9's getting him. Unless they're just all baiting.
By the way, can we
Um
address the bait shit's getting out of hand this offseason? It's annoying at this point, in my opinion.
a little bit.
I don't know. I don't find
It's
what they're
I mean
doing to
not
be
even a little
interesting.
bit. Not even a little bit. I think it's honestly it's terrible. Like the amount of stuff that everyone is baiting on is just too much, and most of it honestly isn't like to the point where it's like funny anymore. I mean, there's also like a fake mid laner tweet every day from different Twitter accounts, and everyone like just mocking the sheep style, and I get it, but at the same time, I just want to like hear who's going where. Honestly, I don't know if like sheep is better or worse than just waiting for the teams to announce it and everyone chilling.
I think it's not bad. Here's the thing. I don't mind the way Sheep does it in terms of like give us the options. Because like looking at the Inspired thing, when we knew it was between Lion, Team Liquid, and FlyQuest, like I like knowing that. And then it comes down to this choice of where he's gonna pick of the three. Same thing for Quid of like the options that he has. Like I enjoy that. What I think it is, and this is my guess without any sort of inside information, is that orgs are just starting to get fed up with the leaks and don't like it. And so their way to fight back is just to constantly bait. The same thing for the players. So they're like
Hmm.
this is their pushback against like Sheep having all the control in the offseason. And it's just ruining it for everybody.
Yeah. No, I actually kind of like that reason. That's that could be why they're all doing it. They're probably just trying to get ahead of the leaks and all that because it's annoying for them.
Because like if we just had all the sheep information, would it be as bad as it is? Like if you took every other like outlet, not that's not saying that other outlets shouldn't report it, but like if you took everybody else out of this and just let the sheep stuff be the sheep stuff, would it be as bad as it is right now? I don't think it would be. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, it'd probably be okay, but it's also like sheep is why all these people spawned. Because they all just want clout and they think it's funny. And it's the same thing in NBA and NFL. I mean, the insider game is always so weird to me. It's like the most, I don't know, it doesn't really add a ton other than you get information slightly quicker and it pops off on Twitter better. But it ruins some of those iconic moments you get. Like the double lift announcement to TSM video was so like just big at the time. And it was really fun. If that would have been spoiled, I don't think it would have been as fun.
Fair.
Or like mass spoiled. I think like I don't know, C9 Perks, that was getting spoiled a lot, wasn't it?
Uh, was it? I don't think it did. Or maybe it
I
did.
think
I'm
somebody
trying to remember.
tried to, I can't remember. Maybe it was just organically dropped.
That one I don't remember all that much. I mean, that's what, 5 years ago now? Wild to
Yeah.
think about.
I mean, hey, I will say this is off topic of that, but KC got their mid.
How are you feeling about
I
that
don't
one?
know if it's the greatest.
That
Seems like a high ceiling, low floor guy.
I mean, that's a
Like
quid.
they're just swinging.
That
Yeah,
that's a quid style. So if
it
you can
is.
refine it, then hey, it works. Proof's in the pudding.
They're gonna be an interesting team to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
I do wonder how they end up, especially with Reaper as coach. That's the weirdest part to me.
Yeah. I mean, you know why they did it because they have two Korean players and they thought, Reaper's got a history of, making some of these Korean
Yep.
imports look really, really good. But like
Yeah, it works out.
there's always a ceiling with Reaper teams, it feels like. And I'm curious to see where that ceiling hits for this one. But
Yeah, I'm curious where they go. I mean, obviously you just want to make worlds. Like if that happens, I think that's fine. If that's the ceiling. I mean, who wouldn't be fine with worlds? I feel like
I
I
think
mean, I think it's going
G2
to
at
be
this
pretty
point,
tough to beat G2. True.
I'm assuming they want more than Worlds at this point. I'd be shocked if they were fine with anything less.
It's going to be hard to beat G2 and win that. I think beating MCOY is realistic. I mean, at this point, looking at all the NA teams, the talent spread we have is crazy. We don't really have a super team this year
I love it.
at this point.
It feels like we are still missing a lot of information, to be fair. But like
Yeah.
because everybody's talking about the super team. I'm seeing in chat now too about like, Berserker going to Lion and Lion having the super team, and I'm like, I no, I'm like even if Berserker does go there, I'm not willing to say it's a super team at all. Like I saw enough from Saint to know that he can tilt. I know Inspired at this point. Like he can play good, but he can also tilt as well. Like there's a there's a clear world where this Lion roster clicks, but also doesn't work out. I'll tell you what I could see this like rumored thing being, which would be like as of right now, I think it's what Zamudo Inspired. Well, assuming they keep Zamudo Inspired, Saint, Berserker, and whoever the hell they want to get for support. Like it's giving FlyQuest 2023 with Prince vibes, where they could come out and just be so fucking hot
Yeah.
early on, and then just mentally it collapses at the flick of a switch, and then all of a sudden they're just free falling down the standings.
That's going to be hard to gauge, I guess, because Inspired usually is a part of good teams though.
He
I
is.
know
But when
everybody
they
takes him as the tilter and they're calling Saint. I don't know where everybody's getting the Saints a tilter thing like he wasn't
Licorice,
just on a bad roster.
Licorice said it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was just on a bad roster and Licorice was playing bad. So of course he's gonna blame other people to keep his job.
Sure, but apparently I think Odie Land said it as well.
I mean, this sounds
There's a
bad that I just keep saying this, but it's all players who are playing bad. Like they're trying to get jobs. So they're just like, yeah, I was playing bad, but you know how hard it is to play good when your mid laner's tilted? And then it's like, was the mid laner actually tilted or was he just telling you to play better? And you took it as, man, he's tilted. Or like the guy, maybe Saint would like huff and puff, but
yep.
he's huffing and puffing at things that are real. Like
Could
that's what I'm struggling like.
could
But I get there's a real world. Maybe he is just a tilter.
Yep. I don't
I
know.
mean, I get tilting in a losing state isn't good no matter what, but you know how many players tilt inspired tilts? Do you not want inspired on your team? You'd
No,
be
I want
crazy to say
Inspired.
no.
I want Inspired on my
Yeah.
team, but like my
No, I was just
logic
trying to
is
John was all.
oh okay. My big thing is like, and this is what I talked about with the TL thing is I want a roster that makes sense in terms of the
Mm,
construction. Like I get you'll have some teams that have like that high risk, high reward in terms of both mental and on the rift. But like for top teams, you would want the roster constructed in a way that for every high pressure, like, you know, however you want to call it, with like the piping, you have like somebody that is going to put a lot of pressure in the situation and you need a release valve somewhere. And I don't know where that
yeah.
release valve it like potentially is for this team. Couldn't tell you. So
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to know because if it is Isles support, that worries me a lot.
same, because I think a lot of Isles issues feel to be mechanical.
Yeah. And then I also have no idea like what is um what is Berserker like supposed to do there with Isles? I don't think you can really dominate lanes. I mean, maybe Core JJ just falls off a cliff like he kind of has been, and you just beat TL anyways because Core's playing bad.
Yep.
But then and I still don't know what TL's doing with jungle. Are they rocking Yuji or
I don't know. The APA video today gave no hints whatsoever to what they're doing.
top? I don't know what they're doing top.
Couldn't tell you. I don't
And
know.
I mean, to be honest, even C9, like
I
their
mean,
roster's not
I think C9 will be fine.
looking great.
Nah, but like
It's hard to know. Their floor is fourth. I guess,
their
and their
ceiling's like
ceiling is
second
what?
right
Yeah,
now. As of
second.
right now, second. Like I don't know. I think it's going to be a very fun time to watch North American League as long as you don't listen to the LCK fans. Because the LCK fans that come in and
Oh
watch
yeah,
the
yeah.
LCS are going to be utterly toxic. And I'm warning people now, if you want to enjoy the LCS this year, you have to shut out the bullshit and watch it for the entertainment value that it is. Because there are going to be people that are like, "Oh, the quality of this gameplay is just trash. These players ain't great." It's like you need to watch it for the storylines. Like you have to accept at this point that we are not the LCK and just go with that. And as long as it's entertaining, it's entertaining. And obviously, you hope that teams will improve, but like, we'll see. I'm optimistic. I think it's
Oh
going to be
yeah,
fun.
Griffin is still out there.
Yep, Griffin's still a possibility.
Whoa. I mean, Whippo.
I I'm not sold that Whippo's leaving FlyQuest yet.
What? He'll stay there as a jungler?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it all depends. Like I'm curious to see if FlyQuest can find somebody else that
I assume
fits
they're
well.
keeping Geckos, right?
You would assume they need
So
it.
we're
They need an
yeah.
IGL. You need a veteran leader on that roster somewhere.
So what they're gonna or they're gonna green card Whippo maybe and import support.
Could I don't. It just feels like Blippo's the easy option for them for jungle. Like I don't know who else you get at the moment other than like Griffin, but like if you get Here's the thing: if you get Griffin, you need a veteran presence somewhere. Masu and Quad are too quiet of people from what we now. Granted, we've never seen them without Whippo and Inspired. Maybe one of them steps up and becomes super vocal, but like we'll see.
Hmm.
I do like the fact that they got Think Hard though. That really makes me happy. That piece of shit could have told me on fucking Saturday night that he had it, but no, kept that one to himself.
Yeah.
The worst part is, had
Dude,
I
it's
seen the sign
yeah.
tweet, had I seen his tweet that's the roster confirmed thing, I would have asked him about it. But I didn't see the tweet, so I did it never once
Yeah.
crossed my mind to say anything.
Wait, where is ThinkCard going again?
FlyQuest.
Shoot.
Head coach of FlyQuest.
FlyQuest, yeah. Yeah, that was the one I was gonna say. FlyQuest roster, I'm a little worried about. Not because of ThinkCard, more because the two players they stuck with are like were the two least inspiring, I guess,
Yeah.
of that roster. I mean, they let pretty much the two best players I feel like go, and they kept. I don't think Masu was in a good spot by the end of the year. It looked like he was the guy kind of weighing down Busio in a sense.
I mean, look, I agree with you, but I do wonder how much of that was the environment. Did the environment go to
Yeah,
shit? Because you now have people
hard to know. That's true.
doing interviews afterwards saying that we knew that FlyQuest was going downhill since the beginning of summer, and we're shocked that it took this long for everybody to see it. And it's like, okay, well, first and foremost, pause. You're shocked that it took everybody this long to see it. You needed to step the
Hmm.
fuck up and be the one to show why it was a problem, and you didn't. All right,
Yeah.
so shut your mouth a little on that one. But like, ah, I'm really curious. Like this year genuinely feels like the Wild West. It reminds me a little bit of 2018 LCS. A little bit.
Yeah. No, I get that. Just kind of more open, I guess.
Yeah.
More interesting, like post. No, 2018 was still TL. I thought ending there.
No, TSM was the favorite
Dominant
at the
streak,
beginning
right?
of 2018 because you just got
Were they?
Sven and Mithy best in the West. Otherwise, it was still Bjergsen. It
Oh yeah,
was
2016, 17,
well, no, 2018. I'm saying
or 20. Yeah. No,
2018
I was
was
mean TF 1, 16,
oh yeah,
17.
yeah, they
Yeah.
won 16, 17,
Then 18.
and they just the only thing
Yeah,
they
but it doesn't
changed
feel
was
like. Do you think TL or like any of these rosters could have a four in a row in them?
I don't want a 4 in a row.
I know.
I
I'm
don't think
just
we're at a
saying.
stage where I don't think any of these rosters at the moment are there.
Yeah.
But
I guess I see what you mean. Yeah.
the thing I would
It
say is
feels
like
open.
C9 wasn't great that year until the very end. They made a few
Yeah.
changes and
It's
turned it
true.
on at the right time. Like the ebb and flow of the year will be incredibly unpredictable,
Hmm.
but it could build somewhere fantastic. And that's why I hope more, like, I'm praying to God more teams, especially towards the bottom, like, take chances on some of these North American players and build up their storylines rather than fucking just importing another Korean challenger player.
Yeah. I'm really hoping Line finishes out with Zamudo, to be honest.
I think that's a lock at this point.
I think he would be, I mean, him on that good of a roster, you can't ask for a better starting out roster.
No, no, you can't.
I think TL is probably going to be Dokla
I hope.
or
I hope Dokla.
Dig.
Dig could. I mean, well, for
You didn't like that.
it's not that I didn't like it. I was thinking back to yesterday when we were talking about it, and
Yeah.
Bakery popped in the chat and was just like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, me and Surdy are on good terms," and I'm like,
Mm.
why would you say that publicly if you weren't? Like, I get correcting records, but like to me, when you say that, that hints to me that you might be saying some. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like otherwise, who does TL get? Unless they get a steal of like one of these imports coming over from from the LPL exodus, assuming people don't want to play in the LPL. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, I feel like that is the route they go is Dokla, not like you said, not a steal on a import. I mean, are there really any imports that we would call a steal at this point?
Not to my knowledge. I don't know. TL Doran, Jesus, imagine Doran comes over after winning Worlds.
Hmm.
Hey, you were just playing with Faker, all right? We're gonna give
Is
you
Yukino's
Yukino staying over in Europe.
uh he is? Okay.
If I'm every American GM at this point, I'm looking at him being like, "You said what now?" Like,
Why wouldn't TL run for him though a little bit?
he doesn't want to. He
I don't
said that.
know.
He said he doesn't want to, and he's gonna ride it out with K Corp Blue in
That's
the
crazy.
split one of the LE or LEC in that winter split where he gets to play in it. So could make a name for himself.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. That just
But
seems wild to me.
he's getting tier one pay during that period, and it's better
Is he?
exposure. Yeah, he has to. German law has to.
That's a good point. That is nice.
So that's a nice little pay bump. But is there anything else roster wise that I mean everything's still up in the air for now. That
Yeah, I think it's all still just too we don't know yet. I mean, it's kind of tough. Even when you're looking at the Sheep transfer hub, like there's nothing really too set in stone. Other than C9 just doesn't have a mid laner.
which I'm hoping is APA. For their sake, I'm praying to God it's APA. I'd be
But I'm
shocked if it
assuming
wasn't.
FlyQuest is running Gakkos.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. They picked him up for that reason. Like, not a doubt in my mind.
But even with me, like Shopify hasn't announced anything really. There's no like rumors.
No.
It's
So,
just we're running back Fudge contracts, B-Voice Seos so far.
so okay. This is the thing that. Okay, I was gonna have a different transition to the next topic, but I'll bring this up now. Because I was thinking about it the other day. Is like we we have hit that point of the LCS offseason where we need an offseason event. Like
Yeah.
Europe has Red Bull League of its own. The League Awards are happening on Thanksgiving weekend. Like, what do we have in the off season to look forward to as North American fans?
Not a whole lot.
Nothing. Nothing is the answer. We have nothing to look forward to. Oh, some in-houses that people might stream. That's it. Like, nah, come on. We need something. You should be like every bit of this offseason needs to be used to plaster like, hey, we know the day LCS is coming back. It's January 24th. You should be saying that everywhere.
Yeah.
It like there should be like what I don't want to have happen, and I've just recorded a video on this, so I don't want to repeat too much and like kind of leak what's gonna happen there. But like you should be putting out weekly content now rather than just like the normal blitz where, you know, like a week prior, they're like, hey, here's the primer. LCS is back. Every single team
Exactly.
releases their content at the same fucking time, back to back to back to back. It's like, no, you need to start this shit early. Early. Like this stuff needs to start coming out next week. The second like you sign players, you need to start having content piece after content piece after content piece, build up their narratives and so much more. Like, unfortunately, this holiday has to be a time where you push the ever living shit out of it. And for those that are getting baited in chat still, no, APA did not retire. He's just a free agent, but that's how he worded it on the Team Liquid tweet. So APA is not retiring. He is still around, but that's what TL called it. They called it his retired speech. But I'm just this offseason, I'm hopeful that we can do something, but God only knows at this point. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But at least for like if they don't this year, I'm just terrified for what that means in the regular season. I don't know. We'll see.
For who?
North America.
Oh,
If we don't have an off-season plan, we're fucked.
I mean, maybe a team does. I don't know.
Some.
Dude, everybody's saying C9 should get Pal Fox is crazy.
Nah, they're memeing. They're 100%
I
memeing.
know. He's 100% going to be on the number one tier 2 team next year.
Yeah. Do you think he does that, or do you think he goes into like coaching?
I think he'll play a little more. I think he'll go to tier 2 for one more to try to play his way back in type of thing.
Yeah. Uh, is there anything else league-wide topics before I do our final one, which I'm a little bit hesitant on talking about, but it's been eating at me all day.
Mm, no. Mm-mm.
Thing I would say, I know I pushed this on Twitter and TikTok. For those of you that want to put in your submissions for the league awards, I would encourage you to vote for whoever you want in any category, but go vote. As the league communities, like awards like this are big in terms of providing something for not only creators but players and beyond to work for their own narrative points, as well as just like it's a feel good moment for the league community. If you want to consider writing Shynock down for esports content creator of the year, I will appreciate the nod. If you want to write down literally anybody else, go right ahead. But just I would encourage everybody go vote or go put your submission in from there, and we'll be able to talk about that further once like actual nominations come out and kind of walk through it and debate it. But the thing that I wanted to talk about was the other offseason move that threw me for a fucking loop earlier today. MrsChimChim signing with Evil Geniuses.
What a random one.
So I went and checked, and first and foremost, before I say anything else, congratulations to MrsChimChim. Obviously, like signing with an org is like a massive thing as a creator that should not be undersold or undervalued in any way. This is a big step in her career as a content creator and a big step in the space. I was just genuinely confused when it was Evil Geniuses at the end. I could have swore it was going to be Team Liquid.
Yeah.
For the life of me, I thought it was going to be Team Liquid. So I looked into it. I was like, okay, is Evil Geniuses coming back to League of Legends? Because why would you sign a league creator if you don't even have a league team? I looked on their website. I checked every news source I could. I asked one or two people that I know that like would have behind the scenes like stuff like, hey, is there something that I'm missing here? And nothing. Like nobody's saying anything about Evil Geniuses coming back into League of Legends at all. And I'm confused. I guess would be the best way of saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we push a lot. Like we've talked a lot here about org signing creators that make sense for their brands, that help push their fandoms. And obviously, like if this is what MrsChimChim wants, fine. I'm purely looking at this from the org side, where it's like, unless they're like, I don't see where the mutual push is. Unless EG is becoming a content creator network, maybe?
I don't know. Are they trying to enter tier 2?
I mean, maybe that's the only angle that I could possibly like if they get into like tier 2 NA, like the amateur space, maybe, and they try and qualify up through promotion relegation that way. That I could see. That's a really good angle on it.
That's really all I can think of. I don't think I don't know why you would do anything else. I mean, I don't get why EG would want their name on a league person if they're not involved in league in any way at all.
I'm
Seems strange.
I don't I just it's been puzzling me all day. And I don't know that
Yeah.
like I don't want to be disrespectful when talking about this because I know there's a very fine line that you can cross in this. I'm just like logically in my head I'm trying to figure out what the play is here. Where like for example, Cutie Cinderella. Do you remember the org that she signed with back in the day?
Wasn't it? I know she signed with TSM at one point.
Was she with TSM? I remember people thinking that she was going to sign with TSM, but she didn't. Or was she like with them temporarily? I don't know. The last org that she
Yeah,
signed
for
with, do you
some
remember who it
point.
was?
No.
It was Misfits.
Weird.
Why? Because Misfits was doing a, they basically gave her a bunch of money to host content creator events. Because they, like, their goal at the time was to expand their content creator network and portfolio. Like, that was their goal, was to become like this kind of like agency type thing for creators. In the same way that Luminosity was notably trying to do prior to like that whole thing going fucking belly up. But like, it didn't end up working out, obviously. Like, the events at the time and the money that was used obviously went to like decent events, but like, it's not like it built anything for Misfits.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, look it up. She left in 2022.
Yeah, she was like with them for a
She was there
year
for
at
3 years. No, she was with TSM for 3 years.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean, that's one of those like that's when TSM was kind of fading out though.
Yeah.
And that's just I don't know. A lot of these creator joining with orgs things usually don't do like as crazy as you would think.
Yeah.
I mean, even the FlyQuest stuff with is it Basil?
Yeah.
Yeah, they like those videos don't go as hard as I thought they would. Them just having a dedicated person who like I would watch some of them and I would enjoy them. And this isn't me hating, it's just like from a perspective of I guess money and like paying for this thing to happen, it probably isn't really that financially feasible.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it seem even weird that EG is like partnering with a creator to do watch parties for an esport they're not involved in any way.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what about it is like what their vision is at all.
And maybe it's just not revealed to us yet. And maybe it will come into, like you said, if they're getting into the tier 2 space, that I think is the perfect bridge. Like, that makes sense entirely. Like, then like the piece lines up.
Yeah.
But before that, I just interesting. And after watching the process earlier, which I don't know, did you get, I know I linked it to you, but did you end up getting to watch
Yeah,
any of it?
no, but it's 3 hours. I
Yeah?
haven't
And
watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. No.
uh
I'll probably be hitting you with that I haven't watched it yet for a few months
yep, and
until
then
you
one day
forget.
you'll randomly watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust the process, for those that don't know. The process is a series from Optic Gaming, where they cover like their big moments of the Call of Duty team. Trust the process was uh, the hour long, or sorry, not hour long, 3 hour long episode that covers the entire year this year, including one of their players, AG, dealing with a betting scandal midway through.
Mm.
So he got dropped and then came back and then got dropped again. So it was wild. The editing on it was really good. There were a few things that were like cut up and a little bit out of place, but that happens whenever you're
Hmm.
doing a 3 hour edit from one person who probably hasn't slept all that much. Respect to Roger who did it. But like, I don't know, just watching that and watching everything else around it got me really thinking about like the content creator space. Especially as like when I'm trying to gauge like how I fit into all this and the pieces in it. That was my big thing. Was now I'm putting myself in the shoes of like, why would an org, like separate from my fandom and the team that I choose, why would an org want to sign me as a creator? What value do I bring to them that's worth the money that they would give me?
Yeah. It's a hard question. I don't know.
I think for mine, I will say, is that I think I bring the unique possibility of developing a local fandom that a lot of others can't. If you give me the proper resources to develop a New York City based fandom or subsection of your group and like actually give the city like the respect it deserves on behalf of the brand, I think I can make fans of your org in a way that most other creators can't.
I liked Butter My Tushy's point.
Take them down to Mexico, give them golf lessons
Yeah.
whenever they don't. I already gave, fun
No, I
fact,
think
I've given one person that's in the LCS right now golf lessons.
really.
Do you know who? Could you guess who? Video lessons, to be
Jet?
clear. No, he's not in the LCS.
Really? Ian LCS. Oh, okay.
In or coaching.
Um dude, what's his name? Holy cow. Uh Spooks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Spook sent me at the beginning of last year, Spook sent me like 4 videos of the swing. He's like, hey, can you take a look? I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting me to give him the level of detail that I was. But dude, I'm going
Yeah.
frame by frame, pausing, drawing lines, like trying to like
Yeah.
get him to understand swing plane and like how we're trying to get him to approach the ball. Like rather than coming as far over the top, we're trying to keep an angle, maybe even drop it under a little bit, make sure we're swinging a little bit like in to out if we're trying to fix his banana slice, like a whole bunch of shit. It was fun.
Yeah.
Matthew asked what's my handicap. I'm a 5 handicap, but I'm a inactive PGA professional. So I've gone through the whole shebang of knowing how to teach golf. That if this whole, if everything gets automated and AI'd away, guess what? I still have a career to fall back on in the service industry. So, go back to that assistant professional life. Wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, serve coffee to members, live
I
that
mean,
golf
yeah.
course life. But yeah, I don't know.
I think, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Well, some of them have talked to you, I guess, but I'm waiting for one of the teams to just add you to their group. I don't know why they haven't.
What do you mean add me to the group?
Like, add you to their org as a creator just for NYC and not like they don't have to offer you much. I feel like they could just be like, "Hey, dude, this is what we'll give you and some resources because you've been doing all this for the love of the game with 100 Thieves." I'm surprised nobody's been like, here's the minimal resources we could provide to help you. It's like it's crazy to me.
So I think there's 3 things that I think would be a massive benefit to me if I could get it, like as I try to work with an org. First and foremost is co-streaming rights. I
Mhm.
think being able to co-stream LCS games would be massive, like
Yeah.
absolutely massive, and helps me build a audience and like cultivate a fandom for that org in a way that currently doesn't exist for many others, barring C9, which now they've lost Dom. So honestly, not many. From there, so co-streaming rights is one. A consistent YouTube series on their channel each week. Each and every week. Like I would shift like what was the rendezvous, or like and rename it to whatever I think is fitting based on the org. Shift that to their channel. And then lifestyle pieces from there. Like whatever we want, like like normal content that like helps tell stories, like help, whatever it might be. We just need to revamp league content in general, and I think like helping bridge, like, because I will still, the thing is, even if that happens and like I shift that over, it's not like I'm not going to deliver 3 videos a week every week on my channel here. And the nice thing is with co-streaming rights, the first thing I would say is like you can like we could upload the Team Liquid or the FlyQuest or the Sentinels or whatever VOD that might be on their channel if we want. Or it could be housed on mine since it's my co-stream. That's fine. But like there's ways to incorporate that and do it however we want there. So co-streaming rights, trying to figure out the proper way to blend into like their social media and YouTube channels without it just being like phoned in content and bullshit. And then the third is in-person event activations. And like really driving home like that tour of like trying to, like, whether it's a theater, whatever it might be, let me lead the way on getting those events to happen. I think
Yeah.
that's the big thing. And that's where I think I drive my money. And like if we work together, I think it's a smash home run.
Yeah, I think if they give you the co-streaming rights, that is huge, and then all the other added as well. I mean, those videos, and I honestly, some of those co-streams could hit so hard too if you just did one from your watch parties, because they have setups you could do them from there and just show what you're doing and the scale of it to people.
I
That'd be kind of
If I
cool to
could
get to
find that
see.
out or like figure out how that would work, oh, that would be so much fun.
I know. I don't know how you'd get the camera moving around, but I just don't understand all of the logistics behind it.
That would be the
But
tough
you
one
would
is
think
like,
that's something an org could help you
yeah, it
with
could help
in
figure
some
it out.
way.
Cause like I still like that's the big thing is I don't want to like just because I get co-streaming rights, I'm not willing to give up the in-person part of it.
Yep. Yep.
And that's like a big I don't know how you make that work, but even if like it's not like it's all that often. It's one day every other week. Even if one day every other week I'm not co-streaming because we're watching from a venue itself, like
Yeah.
that's fine. But I don't know. Like it's just interesting. The the petty part of me is sitting here hoping if I can get that nomination for esports creator of the year,
Hmm.
imagine getting that without even being a part of an org.
That would be cool.
I'm hoping if I were to get nominated, I'm hoping it's all other people who are in orgs. And then I just sit here and be like, yet here I am. And we really can't work so like, oh
Yeah.
dude, it's just it's leverage. It's just so much leverage in the situation.
That'd be the easiest thing ever for Sen to do. Just tell you, help us build this base. I mean, the funniest thing is the one who sends you the well, one is C9, who they just know they can't win you over, but is also G2. The fact G2 reaches out to you more than a lot of LCS teams kills me. It's so funny that G2 is like, we'll do something with you in New York City.
And T1.
Yeah.
I'll throw that out there. And T1.
Yeah. C9 wants a New York. Well, I don't know how bad C9 wants to be New York because they got the name New York and then they tanked
And
it
then they
into
got
the
rid of it.
dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. They literally paid a premium for the name New York and then went, uh, we're gonna dump that and we're gonna make this team suck as much as possible. That's our main goal, is to lose as many games as possible with the name New York.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be the best time to try and set this up? I mean, it would be. It would be. My big thing is I think if an org is smart, whatever org, I decide on picking, because again, I'm picking my team that I want separate from, whether they would allow me to do anything or like whether they would actually like bring me in to do it or not. We need an annual event in New York. Whether that's off season, whether that's in season for a weekend of LCS, we need an annual event in New York. And I'm
I
not
agree
going to
with that.
stop until I make it happen. And you
I've
best believe
accepted they've just given up on the
on the road trips.
um no, on the Midwest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody wrote in there too, not in chats, in Reddit or Twitter. I can't remember which one I was reading, but they were talking about how Texas covers the Midwest. Like, why are Midwest people mad? And I was like, bro, you need to pull
Oh,
out a map and look at where, like, and relearn what the Midwest is.
yeah.
Like, yes, it makes no sense, but you have to think the Midwest in America is really the Mideast. And, like, there's no world that I'm getting to Dallas. It would be easier for me to get to New York City than Dallas, which is what Allen, Texas
That's
is.
that's the part that like blows my mind that people didn't understand. People are like Texas and this are fine. I was like, like Chicago is quicker to drive to New York than it is to Texas. Like, how do we not
Yeah.
understand that, like, there's no world where everything should have been in Texas. You should have been in Chicago or Indy or wherever the fuck you want to put it over there for
Yeah.
quarters and semis and then finals in New York. Like,
Yeah.
and anybody saying that's not cheaper, I promise you Indianapolis is probably as cheap as Texas.
Oh yeah. 100. There's no way we're not. I know Lucas Oil is like terrible, but we
Yeah,
have a
but
great convention center.
we're not going to Lucas Oil
No.
for world. Like, no, that's not happening. Like, that's too big. And how big is the
Yeah.
Pacers stadium?
Gamebridge is perfect size. It's like 20K ish.
Yeah, that would have been
Perfect
perfect for
size.
quarters and semis for like 6 days.
Well, we also have our massive convention center we could like
Yeah, but
set up.
convention center for quarters and semis feels a
You
little
think it's too small?
Yeah, I think so.
We also have a Noblesville, which is slightly north of Indy, but they just built an arena for our G League team.
How many?
And it's like
10K?
I think it's something like 6-ish. Maybe that's too small, but that's about what they're doing for that arena anyways. The gaming arena
Not one
they're
person
doing.
outside of the US knows what Indiana is. But the point here, and
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that, because the argument that people have been making to me is that, oh, people are gonna travel no matter what. So you know what? Even if they don't know where or what Indiana is, they're gonna travel no matter what by that logic. And
Yeah,
Indianapolis,
and
for the
don't
locals,
try and tell me you know what Allen, Texas was until you Googled what the heck that was.
and the best part on
Come
top
on
of that
now.
is like Chicago's within spitting distance. So everybody
Yeah.
from Chicago, Detroit. Oh, he lives in Texas. Okay, never. Like you're asked, you asked the one person that's gonna know. But like, like the major Midwest hub there is within spitting distance, and everybody can get there reasonably.
Well, if you lived in Texas, I have news for you, buddy. If you think people don't know what Indiana is, everyone and their mom had to Google Allen, Texas. Nobody knew that was Dallas. Like, bro's over here high and mighty while he's living in the middle of Dallas. Where? Allen who? Like, bro. And then everybody who left there was literally like, hey, there were so many cockroaches, bro. And they're like, bro, we host a lot. We're actually really nice. Bro, you guys can't even get bugs out of the way. And you're trash talking my area? You
See,
have cockroaches, bro. And also, his cheap labor comment, why is your labor cheap? And is it really that cheap anymore? Let's be real, bro. Are they still there? Bunch of questions we could ask. Lot of questions we could ask.
crickets, not cockroaches. To be fair.
Now, Beans was the one who said cockroaches.
Oh, okay.
He said he went to a restaurant there, walked in, saw the cockroaches, and went, I'm good, and walked out. I was like, that's crazy, bro.
That's wild. That's
I was
wild.
like, that's nuts.
Third of many, Canada cannot be involved because of current visa issues and like traveling between the two countries,
It's tough.
between the US and
It's
Canada.
really tough.
Like it would be impossible for them to get all that sorted out. Just it cannot work. But
And Canada should be involved, if we're being honest.
yeah, they
It's just,
should.
yeah,
It's just the fucked up
it's
political
just the
climate of the
situation.
US that like we
Yep.
have no, like it just will not happen.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
But oh yeah,
But honestly,
TikTok chat brought up. We have no news on Sentinels roster at all.
no, we don't.
We have zero clue.
No.
But anything else? We've been live for an hour and a half. We've talked about a good bit. Next week, hopefully, we'll have off-season stuff. We will have league awards. We will be on a 1-week hiatus after that for Thanksgiving week. I'm not sure exactly what you're doing, but I know I will not be here. So definitely can't. After that, we'll be fine. I think I'm good all the way through until Christmas, obviously, where we will take that week off. So next week will be league award ballots, Rostermania as it finally flushes out, and I think that's pretty much it. Unless something else gets announced, I don't know. Like I'm praying to God, like something pops up in this offseason. I swear to God, I'm already losing my mind. Earlier today, I had 2 hours before this podcast, and I was sitting there thinking, I can't play League of Legends. I need to make content. It's actually pissing me off. I need to record something. I have to talk. Like
Yeah.
Emily's in Vegas. I'm all alone. I have nothing but the dogs. It's driving me clinically fucking insane. So I
Yeah.
literally grabbed the mic and just started talking for 15 minutes
Fair.
and just made it a video. I was like, I got to do something. It's pissing me off. I
Hmm.
can't deal with this. Then I open up TikTok right before that to see Shocks talking about like post Worlds event depression. And I'm like, nope, I'm not letting this shit get to me. I'm not doing it. Not
Yep.
happening. But
Dude, I don't know. That last point makes me sad because I so badly thought Chicago was getting one for sure.
so did I.
It crushes me. I just don't think we're getting anything over here soon. That's what makes me sad.
Yeah.
Maybe finals, LTA finals? Probably not.
Maybe they could do that as like a give back, so to speak.
Hmm.
But oh, did you say LTA, not LCS?
Oops. Yeah,
Uh oh.
LCS finals.
Uh
My
oh.
bad.
They have you trained and conditioned.
They do. I think I've
Oh,
said LTA a couple times.
you probably did. Anything else? Or are we
Uh, I think KC is probably gonna win it all now that they have the roster
shut the
finished.
fuck. Okay. No.
I like it. Uh, Shopify's given me like no reason to be hype, and I'm actually kind of worried about the silence is deafening.
Yes.
Like they aren't even saying anything. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't really know what's going on over there, but I hope we're doing okay, and I hope everyone's fine. It feels like Worlds ended and they just went, yeah, that team doesn't matter anymore. We're shutting it down for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
I mean, because they've tweeted stuff like for Worlds, that went hard, but yeah, like it's all the memes.
Yeah, it's not like any of the tangible content shit.
Yeah, they've only tweeted stuff about Faker.
Yep.
So I'm kind of wondering what actually is going to happen, but I guess it doesn't matter. Although good for them, one of their tweets popped off, I will say.
Good. Great.
Yeah.
That's like the Dignitas piece that was, a love letter, but I don't think it's gonna build any fandom for the orc. I didn't even see what's the
Yeah.
viewership sitting like on it.
I
I'm
don't know.
assuming it's
Can't
passed over
begin.
1,000 at this point. Dignitas, LOL. Let's see. It's sitting at 1.5k views in 2 days, which is tragic
Yeah,
because my world's the good, the bad, and the ugly is sitting at in 13 hours 2.7k. I'm so sorry, Dig.
big dig summer.
As it's 20 degrees outside in New York at points. All right, I'm going to let the dogs out. Y'all have a great night.
Adios.